Hey guys, welcome to Tugman Place. Today we're gonna be playing the Council. Give me just a second, get this stream ready, and we're good to go. While I'm doing that, how y'all doing today? Everything is all copacetic. Let's click on. This game looked interesting to me. That's why I decided to play it today. I'm ready for it. I think it's gonna be dope. Let's see. Mm-mm-mm. Give me just a second. I'm trying to set this stuff up real quick. My boy just sent me a text saying he got Monster Hunter and he out fall next week. But we're gonna be playing some more of that. Alright, let's get started. I'm interested to see what this game's gonna turn into. Let's say game. Okay, yeah, let's do it. Let's validate this game. Let's go to journey and frequency. Alright, cool, cool. Okay, well, we're in France. 1792? Oh, hell, what the hell's going on here?
Stop! You're not getting anywhere with this, von Borchert.
You know, I kind of
Yeah,
get
Von
the same
Borchert.
feeling, my dear Sarah. Listen. Nothing. Not a sound. No one's coming to save you.
That's what you think.
Oh, this
The
is
Golden
number
Order
4
knows
thing.
exactly where we are.
By the time your ridiculous secret society turns up, I'll be long gone. As for you, nothing will remain of your body.
If you touch a single hair on my mother's head, I'll skin you alive.
Stuff where it's
You know, Louis,
go to
I have no intention of beating your dear mother. There are more persuasive ways of making you talk.
Okay.
You've stolen something from me that I intend to get back. Where have you hidden it?
Von
You know
Borchert,
what?
you can't sell that book on the black market anymore. This is finished.
We know you're planning on selling it at one of Lord Mortimer's parties. All right? Just tell us who the buyer is and we can make a deal.
You've no idea of the trouble you've gotten yourselves into. Oh, but you will tell me where it's hidden. I can promise you that.
I ain't telling you nothing, boy. Oh. At the backhand.
Stop annoying our host, Louis. Son, didn't what happened to you in Rome teach you anything?
Ah.
Just a few more minutes and my concoction will be ready. With this, your bodies will dissolve in less than 4 hours.
What?
You'll see. It loosens tongues in no time.
You know, I have to admit, Mother, the only thing you've ever taught me is that damn motto of yours.
Always remain rational.
And open. I got it. I've opened the shackles.
Draw him over here. I'll take care of him.
Von Borchert! Von Borchert! Listen. Let's make a deal.
Yeah.
I'll tell you where the book is if you let my mother go free.
Oh, what are you playing at?
Don't worry, Mother.
You want to play the hero. Pity you're not in any position to do so. For the last time. Where is Al-Azif?
Let me do
That was
this.
easy.
Trust me.
That's why I feel.
Please, be my guest, Mother.
Oh. Yeah. Yo, yeah, he got a knife. He got a knife. Shoot, pull the trigger. Oh,
Well done, Louis. You reacted perfectly.
How do you feel, Mother?
Couldn't be better. He's alive, so I can question him after we get back. Pity he's just a middleman. Means I haven't finished with this case.
Oh, I had a feeling you'd be running off on one of your adventures again, Mother. You know what? I'm warning you. This time, I'm coming with you.
No. Even though you impress me more and more, I have to do this on my own.
Mother, you're no spring chicken anymore.
Come on, let's go home. And don't forget to send our men to tend to Von Borchardt.
Maybe get that knife from Von Borchardt? He hit him pretty hard, but still. Coach Jerry frequently check on the immunity. It's January 20th, 1793. A month later, Lord Mortimer's Island, the coast of England.
Well done, Mother. You just had to pick up Von Burchardt's trail on your own, didn't you? You ditched me in Paris with no explanation, and off you go to infiltrate one of the world-renowned receptions of this Lord Mortimer? And now he writes me to say that you've gone missing on his private island? Which, by the way, looks more like a big rock than a paradise island.
I always wanted my own private island. Like, I think that'd be dope. Just like somewhere where it's like that's included.
The least he could do is explain to me how he managed to lose you. In any case, it is time for you to stop all this, Mother. It no longer suits your age. Well, I'm sure I'll find you once again, slogging through the caves beneath the island, searching for some long-lost mystical object that you just can't live without. I'm already hating this trip, and all I've done is think about it.
Contrary to what one may be able to imagine, it was not the host himself who invited me.
Well now, Duchess, we find ourselves both invited by Sir Holm.
Well, how very amusing. Perhaps we have some common interests, Your Eminence. Is this your first time at one of Lord Mortimer's legendary parties?
Oh no, we have been friends since long ago. But as I'm doing some business with Sir Holm, the invitation came from him.
Well, I simply can't wait for all the festivities to begin.
And you, good sir, what brings you here?
Oh, I'm looking for my mother. Business with Lord Mortimer. Personal reason.
Your Eminence, with all due respect, I prefer to keep my reasons for coming here to myself. I promise, it has nothing to do with the legendary party that you all appear to be preparing for.
Believe what you will, my son. However, everything is related to the legendary parties organized by our host.
Yeah, I'll be the judge of that, Cardinal.
Anyway, consider yourself fortunate, young man, because there are many who dream of simply one day setting foot on this island, and only a very few ever make it. Indeed, I imagine this must be your first time here.
Absolutely. Turn the question back on the Duchess. Oh, yeah,
and you, Duchess? You seem to be quite accustomed to things here. Am I right?
I do not think that one can ever get accustomed to what Lord Mortimer prepares for his guests. But you are right. This is not the first time I've been on this wharf.
If you've come back again, I imagine you must find it to be of some interest.
Here, everything is possible if you make the right choices. It really is up to you whether you leave better off or not.
If you find me overly curious, young man, I did not mean to cause you any embarrassment. Come, Duchess. They are waiting for us.
We're moving, Monsieur de Richet, if you would like to join us.
I'm coming, Duchess.
A cardinal? A duchess? I wonder if all the guests here are this prestigious. If I'd known, I would have gone for a better suit.
For real. What's going on with him?
Are you alright?
I'm like, what?
Mother?
Oh, yeah, I'm like flashbacks.
Oh shit, your hand!
Oh, snap.
So?
Okay, it's done.
Did you put it in a safe place?
Yes. I made sure no one was following me. Don't worry, Sarah. No one's going to find it.
Are you absolutely sure?
Yes, I'm sure.
I'm confused.
Right. Just one thing left to do.
No, Mother, don't!
What? Have you lost your mind?
There's no other way.
If you kill me, you won't find it.
That is the point, my dear. No one must ever put their hands on it again.
No. But I trusted you.
No, sir. Don't. No. No! You can run if you want to,
Was it like a possible
but you
feature?
will pay.
What was that?
You.
Louis, are you alright? What's going on? Here, take this.
I'm sorry.
Nice.
Keep it.
Yeah.
Are you better?
We want
I'm
to
fine.
take a shit for blood.
Don't worry.
Give him back to him.
It's getting late. Why don't you just go on ahead and I'll catch up with you, okay?
Are you sure?
Yes. I'm sorry. I'm sure, yes.
Fine.
Can we just take a moment out to say that she's kind of good looking with in like a goth?
I definitely have to find Mother quickly. Am I going crazy or what? This can't be real. The Duchess arrived with me.
Okay, we can run a little
What's
bit.
happening to me, for God's sake? I absolutely need to find your mother.
Through item inventory. Collect this one. Okay. First, let's go through people's stuff. Okay. Let's see. First, okay, that's menu. What's where I do? It's just that. Touchpad does nothing. Okay, we just haven't unlocked all the what's names out for me. But we know that R2 runs. That's how you run. She waited for me.
Louis, during the trip, I had something I wanted to ask you, but we didn't happen to run into each other.
Yes, Duchess?
I'm not sure if you remember, but we've met before. At that time, you were of two minds as to your choice of career. Tell me, what have you been up to since?
Oh, okay. What am I? An occultist. It's the master of deception, convincing of the importance of knowledge. He has acquired extensive expertise in science and the arts. Using others to achieve his own end does not bother him. A detective. I like that better. A detective sells an investigation. He is trained to notice every detail in his surroundings, as well as in people he questions. A hands-on man, he does not shy away from the direct approach. Or diplomat. Shines in society, talented speaker. He avoids faux pas. And he can convince those with whom he is talking without offending them. Politics is his field of predilection. Again, we're a detective. Batman's a detective, you know. Okay, what we got here? Diversion. Diverse people's attention, changes the subject, and avoids questioning. Okay, I like that. I like that. Oh, okay. These are the three what's names. So can I only unlock these by? Oh, what that? Oh, that's been the point. Okay, so that gives you like a okay. What is this? Use logical mind and what else kind of unlock dialogue options. And this is vigilance. Those noteworthy details or oddly placed elements. So logic. Oh, you need 4 of these just to activate it? Like to get it? Okay. Nice. Nice. Oh, you pass granted work skills and innovation. You pass granted skills and psychology. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. That's dope. So although it does what's that, it gives you like different points in different areas. Okay. And then what's this? Agility. Use the condition against your surroundings and sometimes against people. I think I might need that. Vigilance. Let's see. People with sheer force and the will. Against people with the sheer force and the will. Alright, I think, yeah.
Well, over the last few years I solved a number of crime cases. Like the chauffeur d'Orgère, for example. Thieves that tortured their victims with burning embers.
Charming.
Look at you.
How did you catch them?
I told the most cowardly one that the others had given him up.
Ah, and I wager your thief suddenly started to talk.
You wouldn't believe it. He told us everything. The jobs, the stashes, the names of his partners. Couldn't shut him up.
I heard about that case, but I didn't know you were the one who solved it.
Oh, yeah,
I'm flattered that the news made it across the channel. And you've got a darn good memory, Duchess.
Well, they say I have the memory of 2 people. But please, call me Emily.
Fine, Emily. Tell me,
What are the twins called?
I was actually helped on that case by my mother. You wouldn't know her by any chance?
Wait, Louis. We've already met. You do remember me, don't you?
Oh, not at all. So lie to her. Not at all, sorry. Not at all.
Please excuse me, madam. I'm sure we've met before, but I don't remember where.
I appreciate your honesty, even if it's not very flattering for me.
I imagine that with your beauty, madam, it's the first time a man hasn't remembered your face.
Well, I must say you make up for yourself rather elegantly.
I'll see you, boy.
Please stop torturing me. I'm completely at your mercy. Where have we met?
4 years ago, in London,
No, sorry. I don't remember.
in the office of William Pitt. Remember? No?
I am so sorry, Emily, but I really don't remember you.
Let's drop it, Louis. It doesn't matter. Right, time to go to the manor.
I feel like I should remember her. Opportunity just skills allow you to discover hidden details, such as the obvious that most suggestions in a situation in order to discover it. Opportunities do not consume effort points. To access the skill required for the situation, you just need to have it unlocked. I'll just have it unlocked it, okay? What does it say? Validate. Oh, what is this? Oh. Validate.
I ask her a question, she answers with another. Is she playing with me?
Personality. Each person you meet has their own personality, which makes them vulnerable to a certain skill. Immune to others. Exploit their personality is crucial to achieve your personal goals. Skills used against immunities will not succeed and leave you exhausted. Meanwhile, exploited vulnerabilities will give you 1 effort point back. Okay. View your immunities and vulnerabilities in the journal tab. Okay. Okay. Can I do it now?
Emily, please excuse my insisting, but you still haven't answered about my mother. Do you know her?
You'll see, Louis. Everybody here knows Sarah de Richet.
I don't know where we're going like this, Emily, but you're connected to my mother one way or another. And if I can believe my vision, you don't have much of a place in her heart.
Okay. Talents. You'll take talents when carrying out certain actions. Remember to review your and lock your conditions in effect as they offer very interesting improvements. View talents. Okay. First thing we're gonna do, we're gonna look at this journal. So we just met Hillsborough's. Let's see. Okay, she's immunity. She had a immunity to logic, which I just picked the point on. So don't use logic with her. Which, still, there you go with that joke. Damn it. Let's see. Okay. Who else do we know? Oh, this is Lloyd. We don't really care about him because he's our main character. We decide who he is. Okay, he's the cardinal. Pope Pius the Sixth. Okay. So we don't know that much about Lord Pius, but I don't know. We'll find out. Do we just kind of like walk around here? Oh, what's that? Right. Oh, jelly. Stores 2 effort points. Okay.
Must be an incredible view from up there. Impossible to set foot on the island without being seen from 300 meters away.
Okay, man.
Good evening, sir. May I ask your name, please?
Louis Moras de Richet.
Monsieur de Richet. Delighted to welcome you among us, sir. You must be Sarah de Richet's son. I must tell you we are doing our utmost to find your mother as quickly as possible.
Oh, I appreciate that. Where's Lord Mortimer? What do you know about my mother?
I have an appointment with Lord Mortimer. Would you be so kind as to lead me to him?
Unfortunately, sir, I cannot. I don't know exactly where my master is. But rest assured, sir, everyone is waiting for you at the manor. Sir Holm insists on welcoming you in person. Since your mother went missing, everyone has been concerned about finding her.
Who is Sir Holm?
A close friend of Lord Mortimer's. Please, rest assured, sir, it won't take us long to find your revered mother. Indeed, we are searching the quays again, because lights were seen at the wharf just last night.
Where we are now?
Indeed, sir. According to our information, lights were seen in the middle of the night, sir. After verification, none of the guests seem to have left the manor last night. We think that perhaps Sir's mother was here.
Skills. Your skill gives you access to unique choices and actions at the cost of effort points. The higher the skill level, the lower the cost of the effort point. Okay. About your skills. Okay. Have you found anything? What fucking skill is that? I don't got that skill. Okay. Difficulty 0, questioning level. Oh, I got level 1 questioning?
And did you find anything then?
We discovered a certain amount of damage, sir, on the wooden part of the wharf.
What type of damage?
Broken barrels, mainly. We'll do whatever is necessary to have them rapidly repaired. But quite frankly, I can't imagine what Sir's mother would have been doing with them.
What could Mother have been doing with barrels?
Nevertheless, our search of the wharf hasn't been entirely unsuccessful, though.
What do you mean?
We seem to have found an object that would appear to belong to Sir's mother. A handkerchief. The handkerchief is embroidered with the initials SDR. We came to the conclusion that they are the initials of Sir's mother, Sarah de Richet. I have orders to give it to Lord Mortimer as soon as I see him.
I know my mother. She's not the kind to go for a midnight stroll on the wharf for nothing. I've got to find out what the hell she was doing here.
Where exactly did you find the handkerchief?
On the landing dock, sir. The one you arrived by.
Let me have the handkerchief. I'll take care of it. Yeah, just
give me the handkerchief. I'll personally show it to Lord Mortimer.
Well,
I've traveled hard for several days in order to get here.
Yes, but...
Invited by your master.
No, of course, but...
Because my mother went missing right under your nose.
Sir, please.
And having only just arrived, you refuse to give me her personal belongings?
Of course not, sir. It was never my intention to contradict, sir. Here you are. I must return now. It is still much to prepare in order to welcome all the guests.
It is indeed your handkerchief, Mother. You must have come here for a specific reason. I need to know what it is. Let's think. What could she have been doing out here on this wharf?
Well, let's go investigate. But first, I gotta change my settings real quick. Stick with me, guys. Just changing my camera settings a little bit. Let's go lower right. Alright, we're back. We're back. Alright, what's this? Oh, these are the barrels that they said my mother was looking at.
It's like the barrel's been broken for quite some time.
Okay, maybe it's not the right one. These other barrels. This she's out here. Oh, sure. What's this?
Some rope. Apparently no one's touched it for a good long time.
Okay. Something was here.
A lantern. Nothing special.
Okay. They said he just saw her last night. What was she doing out here? Ah, what is this?
Let's see what's hidden inside.
Let's see what's hidden inside. Find clues. Difficulty 3. I haven't got logical 1. Examine letters one at a time. Let's see.
Let's look.
Let's go here.
It's too badly written. I can't make out the address.
Okay, no go.
The address is 50 Bedford Square, London.
Okay.
The address is in Sao Paulo, Brazil. That reminds me, it's about time the order sent some envoys there.
Read the orders like our people. What is this?
A letter written in an Oriental language.
Do I got the point for that? No, you sure don't. I don't know this
The
language.
slightest idea what it says.
I don't know. If we get stuck this game up, we got this one. I got so many letters here.
Probably a Dutchman.
Okay.
Nope. Doesn't ring a bell.
So we know if we come back with some stuff, we'll fight with some different
Address
skills.
in Cairo, Egypt. Mortimer communicates with the whole world, apparently.
Get all up in his business.
This envelope is meant for the Vatican. This name sounds familiar. Prash. No. Can't seem to place it.
Sorry, we'll find out what it means later. Alright. Let's see if we find anything else. What am I just doing here? I don't see anything. Maybe if we go down this side path, we might find something. Oh, here we go. This is something. No, more royal jelly.
A sack of seeds. It's unopened. No one seems to have used any.
What is this?
Looks like a bar from an old gate. This miserable old bar has been broken fairly recently. The edges are still clean, and the tip is blackened. Without analysis to the contrary, I put my money on cannon powder.
Okay.
This might just come in handy.
Okay, he's gonna kill. Okay, cool. Whatever, man. Hopefully they don't bite us in the sushi.
This chest might belong to Duchess Hillsborough.
We can get down here? We can. Maybe. Okay. I'm trying to give me some clues real quick before I go up there. More royal jelly. Royal jelly's like everywhere. Aha, broken board.
A wooden floorboard. Judging by the splinters of the wood, this floorboard has been ripped up. If it was in decent condition, I wonder why someone ripped it up. What's the point of doing this?
Something must be under it.
Probably comes from this part of the wharf. The wood is slightly eaten away, of course, but it still would have been fine if it weren't smashed.
Guess we sent back. Ah, the gate. See that part right there? It looks like it's missing. Okay, can you open the gate?
Locked. I'll never get it open barehanded.
Okay. I can't even pick a lock, though.
Clearly, I'm not much for manual labor.
Clearly.
I can get it open another way.
Force. Open the wall for. I got agility level 1. Oh, it'll take 2 of my points. Yeah, let's do it. Why not?
There we are.
Okay. One way to do it. We're just breaking it.
This looks like a pistol case, but it's empty.
I like the one that Mother
I don't know
was.
if this has anything to do with you, Mother, but if it does, at least now you're armed. Just like in my vision. And none of it's telling me anything useful.
I mean, what do you expect, man? It's the first.
Honey, I couldn't have hoped for better.
Okay, let's see. We're gonna try to use some of this honey. Cause I got like plenty of it. How you use it? Use stuff in my inventory. I'm actually not sure how to use it, but whatever. We'll figure it out later.
This wharf is used as storage for a lot of barrels. Uh-huh. What have we here? It's cannon powder.
Ah, must be when Mother used the. I can't use that because I don't know nothing
It's
outside.
unusable now. I don't know what the person who left this barrel like this had in mind.
What's up, Jay? How you
It's a
doing, man?
waste. Apparently, someone on this island has gone through a whole lot of trouble to arm themselves. I really
whole
must
lot of
find you, dear
trouble.
Mother, and quickly too.
Just look for more clues to go to the manor, I think. They even found the clues that we can find. Oh. Now. Amber fragment. You found the amber fragment. Each time you pick up 4 of them, you increase your maximum effort points by 1. Okay, cool.
Amber.
Why you say that like it's a drug? Amber. We already went over that. And that, right? Or did we just miss something? What's this? The same board or is it another board? It's another board.
Hey, there's something not right about this floorboard. It's different from the rest.
Oh, rip it up the floorboard. You use our rusty ball. Save them effort points, you know?
That does it. Let's see what's hidden inside. There's a book and also a bag. The Mysterium Cosmographicum. I know that book well. Mother used to read passages from it to me all the time. And judging from what I can see, it's the same one as hers. For crying out loud, what's happened to you, Mother?
Why you hiding your book here? We'll take that. Manuscripts allow you to educate yourself during the adventure. At the start of each quest, you can choose what to read and gain permanent skill points. Find the manuscript by using the inventory tab in the menu. Okay.
Let's look inside the bag. A little food, a few toiletries, a small key, and some kind of
Kind of like
black
whole grapes and
powder.
stuff on, and muffins on top of her. What's next? Okay, let's see. That's all the
some
food.
fruit, a piece of bacon, and some bread. The fruit's still firm. Bread's a bit stale.
It's probably been here
And
about a
smell,
day.
this food's been here roughly 2 days. And if it's rationed, there's enough left to last 2 more days.
Okay, good job.
An iron key completely rusted. You never know. It might be useful. I hope Mother wasn't counting on it.
I hope she wasn't either, because we just took that key. Young powder.
The bottom of the bag is covered in black powder. And judging by its consistency, it's the same type of powder that I found earlier. This just gets better and better. Shit! Those are definitely my mother's things. I recognize her hairpins. This bag smells of her perfume. A piece of soap, some oils, and her powder puff. What does all this mean?
I don't know. I feel like we shouldn't take the bag because Mother might need to come back for it. Then again, another part of me like, take that bag, dog. We're gonna leave it.
Right, that's enough.
Can you
I
cover
think
it
I'd
back
better
up?
leave her bag here. If she hid all this, it's because she thought she might need it later. For crying out loud. Why did you hide supplies in the middle of nowhere, Mother? I don't know what's going on here, but you obviously feel like you're in danger.
Mother is doing a lot. That's it.
Latin inscription.
Too bad I don't know nothing about languages.
Mi fili quantilia produncia mundus ergartium.
Translate it. I know one skill I'm supposed to get. Can I get any more skills yet? Because he certainly needs the skill. That's conviction. He needs that language skill. That'd be like knowledge, right? Nope. Probably in the coat. Oh wait, maybe it wouldn't be. Oh, right here, linguistics. We got a book though, so can we? No, not yet. Don't know. Oh wait, what does this say? No, it's collector's coin. How do you use this though? Okay, maybe they'll tell me later. Nice house.
How did Mortimer manage to build his manor at the top of a rocky outcrop?
Money, man. Do anything with money. I'm just mad he make his butler wear masks. That's how you know you're in some weird high society stuff. You say you're a good detective, bro? Thank you. I get it from Batman. Alright, fill your conditions and detail and talent. Unlike primitive. Oh, you Zeus? That's dope, though.
Impressive.
Yeah.
Ah, my son. I was looking for you.
What can I do for you, Your Eminence?
I wanted to ask you. You are the son of Sada de Riche, aren't you? You see, your mother and I were supposed to meet here on this very spot. I was supposed to hand her a very important envelope. But I haven't seen her.
If only Mother had told me why she was coming here. Anyway,
I trust the letter to you.
I ought to take the envelope. It might have something to do with her disappearance.
Listen, if it will help, you can always give it to me.
Okay, confrontations. During confrontations, you have to go through several steps while being as persuasive as possible. Confrontations have the consequences on the rest of the story, so don't hesitate to use your skills. Okay. So what
Well, thank you, my son. I'll bear that in mind. I'd rather deal with her directly. Don't take it personally. Would you happen to know if your mother has arrived yet?
Actually, she's been here for several weeks now.
Certainly, Your Eminence. Mother got here some time ago. I was hoping to find her when I arrived, but given the hour, she must be asleep by now.
Right. I shall see her tomorrow.
By the way, Your Eminence, I wasn't aware you knew my mother.
Ah, if you only knew, my son. I hold your mother in the highest regard. She has rendered great service to the
That's his way of
church.
saying he be checking on my mom.
Help is invaluable. I hope that you will follow in her footsteps.
Only she had told me where she was headed.
Nonetheless, our exchanges have always been discreet, and I should like them to remain as such. If your mother wishes to speak to you about us one day, I will not mind if she does so.
That is commendable. But as we work together on a daily basis, it is surely just an oversight.
Most certainly. You said you work together. What do you do exactly?
Charities, man. Professional secret, sorry. Our business confidential. I feel that's dismissive. Do you think he knows about the Golden Order?
My mother and I belong to the same secret organization, the Golden Order, which I joined a few years ago. Mother trained me, and I assist in her research. In other words, you can trust me.
My child, you are telling a perfect stranger that you and your mother work for a secret society.
Okay. I was
It would
hoping that he
seem
knew.
that discretion is not one of your specialities, my son.
Yeah,
You will understand that it does not encourage me to put my trust in you.
Yeah, you're right. Ah, God, he got me.
All the
All
same,
right.
it
We gonna
bothers
mess
me
with
to
the
see you
game.
in a quandary, Your Eminence. Is there any other solution? Look, if it's of any help, you can always leave your envelope with me, and I'll give it to her as soon as I see her.
I hesitate. Up till now, we have always dealt with her in person, and that has always been successful. Do you think I should give it to you?
It depends on what it contains. Kind of like that. And it'll only take 3 walls saying, yes, give it.
Only you know that, Your Eminence. If you're asking me if you can trust me, or if I can keep a secret, I would answer yes, absolutely.
I understand.
In truth, it all depends on the nature of the contents of your letter.
It is a list of names.
This list must be of extreme importance.
If only you knew. It's a list of people that your mother must help. Listen to me, my child. If I give you the letter, can you promise me before God that no one other than your mother will read it?
Conversation last step. For the last step of confrontations, you must convince the person you're talking to by giving a positive answer. If you give a bad answer, the step will repeat itself until either you give a right one or you have no blunders left. Alright, let's try it. Okay, no worries. No thank you, no. Okay, no worries.
I swear by the Almighty God to honor the promise that no one but my mother shall cast her gaze upon your letter.
Good. Listen, let's stop there. I'm going to tell you a secret, Monsieur Che. Your mother and I are organizing the escape of a large number of French priests who face a massacre organized by the accursed Republican tribunals. The church is literally being bled like a beast. Without your mother, hundreds of men of the cloth have gone to the guillotine. She has made the services of your order available to us by organizing the priests' safe passage across the borders. Even if she does not share all our convictions, she always provided assistance. Young man, you can be proud to be her son. Be it only for her sake. Always respect your name. Here, the letter I spoke of. It includes a list of about 50 names ready for departure. Be quick. Remember to tell Sarah when you see her that time is short.
I'll give him a message.
Well played. I'll decide later when I'm alone whether to look at what it contains.
Of course we're looking at what it contains. Yeah, many clues and items are hidden. Some of them will have the impact on your adventure. So do not hesitate to look for them. Okay, cool. Alright, so you sent me a friend request, Jay. I'll accept it after the stream. Appreciate you, brother.
Lives of the Noble Greeks and Romans by Plutarch. A biography of the great men.
Okay, I see. Can we? Oh, it's the only other option I got, so I guess we're taking this book. He's out here stealing and stuff. It's like, what? This dude's rich. He don't need a book. Take that book. Take this book. Oh, okay. Devastation grants to exalted state. Its transparency, immunities, and environmental affecting the dialogue, choice, and the conversation. You cannot carry more than 5. Okay. I'll take it. Guess that book doesn't mean anything. Oh, what's this?
Blind Oedipus. Blinded himself. What a tragic destiny.
Why did he blind himself? I feel like I know that story, but I feel like I don't remember it. Oh, we don't want to leave. Can we just come in through that way? Whoa, what is going on with this one? I never understood how things can eat things that looks like them. It's like if you're a giant and you're eating like a regular human. It's like
Crucifixion of St. Peter.
It looks like
He was crucified upside down, out of humility. Surprising for an entrance hall. Saturn devouring his son. Good God, how awful. Everything in this painting is disturbing. It's the first time I've seen brushstrokes like this.
it's dark. It's real dark. Let's go mingle with the guest.
I thought my chimney was big, but this one is beyond belief.
It's the least one
He
can
says this
say.
as he's looking
I've
at
been
her
longing
chest.
for a warm fire for ages.
Since I set foot on the island, I haven't ventured more than 2 yards away from it.
Have you also just arrived?
Oh, late morning, I'd say.
Louis, come join us. Monsieur, may I introduce you to Monseigneur His Eminence, Cardinal Piaggi.
Oh,
He
me and
joins
Piazza
us
go way
straight
back,
from Rome.
like 5 minutes ago.
Oh, just call me Your Eminence. It's simple.
George Washington, President of the United States of America.
Delighted at last to make your acquaintance.
Big George.
Pleasure.
Pleased to meet you, Mr. President. Louis Maurice de Richet. It is an honor to meet you.
Young man, let's keep it simple, please. Let us forget our fancy titles. Nice to meet you, Louis.
I should imagine you never thought you'd be in such company.
I must admit that I didn't. It's the first time that I've ever met so many illustrious personalities.
And you haven't seen anything yet. Generally, when Lord Mortimer organizes one of his receptions, there are over a dozen people here.
They can't all be here yet. And you'll see, most of the time there's only the upper crust.
And I noticed you were already getting to know His Eminence at the entrance.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
the perfect place to build up a network. What were you talking about, if you forgive my indiscretion?
Oh, my mother.
At the risk of disappointing you, we weren't conspiring in our corner, sir. His Eminence was simply telling me that he knew my mother and how much he held her in high esteem.
It so happens that Monsieur de Richet's
you're
mother is
working
to
a lot.
join us.
Oh, pity. No scrumptious gossip or juicy tidbits, unmentionable secrets, or even money matters. But you'll see, it will come. Despite all the goodwill in the world, you can't stop people
George watches
scheming
Bessie
left
himself.
and right around here.
Speak for yourself, sir.
Well, my friends, do any of you know the reason why we're here this time?
Not in the
clue.
slightest.
I know I'm
As for
here.
me, I've been invited by Sir Horn, a close friend of Lord Mortimer, but I do not know the reason why.
You see, Louis, every time Lord Mortimer organizes a reception, he always finds a moment to set up a chat with all the guests.
During which time we remake the world.
accompanied by gallons of absinthe and cussing. I'll leave you to imagine the result.
So, if I understand rightly, Monsieur de Richet, you've come out here to join your mother. For what reason, exactly?
She's gone missing. Invent something. Oh.
Like you, Mr. President, I'm here as a result of Lord Mortimer's invitation.
2 members of the same family here. That is rare.
You know what they say. You can pick your nose, but you can't pick your family.
Oh, I'm gonna kill this crowd.
Seriously, though. I know your mother well. Stay behind with me afterwards, and we'll take a moment to speak about her.
Oh, what's this?
Good
Are you with the
Lord.
order?
Washington is wearing the emblem of the Grand Master of the Golden Order. It's the highest distinction of the order in the United States.
So
It
he
puts
with
him
me.
on par with my mother.
He's one of us.
He must really know his stuff when it comes to the occult.
Okay.
Good evening, my friends.
Holy shit. That's the man from my vision.
An urgent case has delayed our host, Lord Mortimer. He can't be present this
Boy,
evening, and he
I'll
sends
make him in
his
the world to make
deepest
that face look
apologies.
better.
He's asked me here and he hasn't even turned up? Great start. Do you know that man?
Sir Gregory Holm, an English aristocrat, very influential. He's also close to Lord Mortimer, so don't be surprised if he acts like he's at home.
And now, my dear guests, a light meal is served in the small salon. For those who would like to, you're invited to follow me into the next room.
My dear fellow, you must have read my thoughts. I shall follow.
We'll have to be careful not to make too much noise. One of Lord Mortimer's guests is relaxing.
Oh, we shall be quiet.
Okay.
Don't take it the wrong way,
my God, little honey
but
over here
I have
somewhere.
already eaten. Thus, I shall be happy to remain by the fireside.
If you don't mind, Gregory, I should like to keep Mr. Washington company.
Please feel at home. And you, sir?
If I stay with Washington, we'll be able to speak about my mother. But on the other hand, I'd like to learn more about this home. I saw him in my vision.
Do we go to where investigation is, or do we stay with Washington? Washington seems dope, but I need to know more about this guy. But Washington alluded that he knows something about mother. We're gonna say
See what
Washington.
Washington has to say.
Sir, if you don't mind, I shall stay here.
Do exactly as you please, young man.
Louis, thank you for staying. Just like you, when I arrived this morning, I found out that Sarah had gone missing. I know your mother well. Don't worry. Emily is from the English branch of the Golden Order.
And President Washington is in fact the leader of the Order in the United States.
I didn't know.
Sorry to have made you wait, but I didn't want to speak in front of the others.
You did well. Secrecy and discretion are the pillars of our organization.
If I can help
I just
in
told
any
the priest
way
all
at
about
all,
it.
please don't hesitate to ask, my lad. And if you have any other questions, now's the time.
Mother has always had a fascination for Lord Mortimer, but has never wanted to tell me why.
Lord Mortimer is a remarkable man. He's wealthy, and is advisor to the very highly placed. Your mother is the head of the Order in France. It doesn't surprise me that he asked her to come.
Lord Mortimer greatly contributed to financing my electoral campaign, for example. But I want this to be clear, without ever seeking to gain an advantage.
And that is to his credit.
Yes, you can trust him. He will do everything in his power to help you find Sarah.
But she just brings everybody here to discuss the
You
world.
seem to be very familiar with my mother.
When did he see?
Where did you first meet her?
I met Sarah during the War of Independence on American soil. She was introduced to me by a mutual acquaintance, and I must say that her sound advice prevented me from making some terrible mistakes. She may not be a soldier, but believe me, she deserves a statue as much as Lafayette does.
Well, I didn't see that one coming. There's no doubt Mother has many secrets that are still hidden.
Right. Would it be too much if I asked you a few more questions?
Not at all. Go ahead. But I can't promise I'll remember everything.
May I ask, when you saw each other, what did you talk about?
The mysteries that surround us.
When she came to the U.S., did you exchange ideas about the Golden Order?
Exactly. What's more, she was essential in helping set up the American branch of the Order. I would never have become its leader without her help. We are a new country. And to achieve our democratic ideals, we need to count on discrete powers such as our organization.
Thank you, sir. I was hoping to speak with Lord Mortimer. At least now I have some information, thanks to you.
I repeat, Lord Mortimer is a man of his word. You won't be disappointed. And I am persuaded that your mother's research is his main concern.
Does others in the Order know, do you think?
Mother still is at the head of the Golden Order. I find it difficult to believe that she came to this island without notifying the other members.
As for myself, I did not know. I am here at the request of Sir Holm, a situation regarding the Crown of England to resolve, and to see what Lord Mortimer has to propose to us.
As for me, Lord Mortimer asked me here to speak about the future of America. I did not know that your mother would even be among us. In any case, no one has yet mentioned associating the Order.
We haven't found many clues yet.
Shut the fuck up, little quiet.
Don't worry, Louis. I'm sure nothing bad has happened to her.
Yes, I hope not.
Careful, they're coming back.
Whoa, who's she?
Well, I am impressed with all this splendor.
But don't spend too much time with Mr. Washington, my dear, or you'll lose your pretty accent. You seem to be intrigued by that statue.
Absolutely. It is remarkable.
Lord Mortimer is fond of atypical works of art. I won't disguise the fact that I find it all a little megalomaniacal. But I must say, he does have some outstanding pieces.
Sir Holm, who was that young lady with you?
Elizabeth Adams, Mr. President. She would have liked to have stayed with us, but the poor thing is exhausted.
Elizabeth Adams?
Be able to talk to her. Who is she, Mr. Washington?
Just mentioning Elizabeth totally changed Washington's attitude. Looks like he just saw a ghost.
Miss Adams is here to rest. You have perhaps already come across her in the corridors. She arrived a few days ago.
I perceived her, but we weren't introduced.
Rest assured, she is not here for the same reasons as yourselves. Consequently, I'm counting on your indulgence.
Washington looks surprised, but Holm doesn't seem to see it. I wonder if he's being polite or if he really doesn't see his discomfort.
On that note, it's very late. You must be exhausted. The servant will accompany you to your rooms.
Alright, Jeeves, let's go. Show me my room. So, Elizabeth Adams has something to do with Washington. So now when we get there, we need to find out more about
Ladies, gentlemen, I bid you all good night. Mr. President, Your Eminence, Duchess, you have the same rooms as usual. You, Monsieur de Richet, will find your room at the end of the corridor.
Well, my friends, I am bone tired. I am off to my bed. See you in the morning.
Good night, sir. I shall do likewise.
Louis, I shall see you in the morning. Sleep well.
Good night. See you tomorrow.
You wanna come over a bit?
Oh man, it's been quite a day. Right, where is my room?
This is not our room. This is the room that we should
Duchess
be in.
Emily Hillsborough.
Can you go in here? Oh no, it's telling me you can't. Okay, I was just like, it was like, whoa, whoa. I'll do a little too much.
Duke Manuel Godoy.
I don't think we met him. Go to your room. Our room was supposed to be, oh, maybe it's supposed to be down here at the end of the hall. I like that, that's kind of dope. A lot of scenery pics. That's a fish and some other stuff.
Huh, that's me.
Yeah, so this is our room right here. But we're not about to go in our room just yet. We gotta investigate.
Monseigneur, His Eminence Cardinal Piaggi.
Okay, so the cardinals live right next to me. The house is kind of big, you know? Oh,
great. Honey.
Cool, got some honey. Oh, what's this? Oh, nothing for us, apparently. There's a lot of chairs in here. Guess they say they don't want nobody going 10 feet without sitting down. So you achieve maximum comfort.
George Washington.
They changed the decor here. Oh, yeah. That's weird. It works though. I like it. What's this room? Another room I can't go into. I feel like it's essential that we go to our room right now. But I say, hey, let's check out and see what's popping so far down. Oh wow, they really let you walk around this whole place. Okay. Can't go anywhere, but they let you walk around. It's like, go to your room, Louis. I'm going.
Monsieur Johann van Volner.
How many people are here? Ooh. Can't go with there. Fake wall. I don't know if you got lost a little bit. That's okay. It's all good. Oh, is that how you use stuff? Damn. Yeah, there's one more.
A few leaves out of an old encyclopedia. Sir Jacques Perreux.
Oh, Napoleon's room.
Monsieur Napoleon Bonaparte.
He's gonna be interesting to talk to. But he can be some kind of elitist, whatever. And be like 2 feet tall.
Duchess Emily Hillsborough.
Okay, I think we just passed those. Okay, that's where we came up. So our room should be. Is it us? No, that's not us. It's the next room over.
Huh, that's me.
Alright, well, go in your room, brother.
Right.
What the hell is that?
So what shall I do with this letter? It might be about my mother's disappearance. But if I open it, I'll be betraying Piaggi's trust. What should I do? Okay, let's see what it contains. Too bad for Piaggi. So, it really is a list of French countrymen. Piaggi wasn't lying. But now it's opened. I better get it to Mother soon.
And we will.
Wow! Nice room. Mortimer sure doesn't do things halfway.
Just gotta check out this list real quick. Oh, it gave you point? Oh, what's an encyclopedia? Oh, can we read these now? Oh, here go the letter. Okay.
Saturn devouring his son. Again?
Again?
I saw the same theme in the hall.
It's a
Who
whole
wouldn't
nother
like to be his son?
Oh, this one's like
Judith
a baby
beheading
too.
Holofernes. Ironic in a way, when you know that the artist represented himself as Judith beheading her mentor, who had raped her. Judith beheading Holofernes. Ironic in a way, when you know that the artist represented himself as Judith beheading her mentor, who had raped her.
It's the same thing?
Saint Jerome and the Angel. Yet again, art with political undertones with an image of a saint hearing voices.
That can be somebody mentored and raped them. That's like just wrong.
Saint Francis of Assisi in ecstasy.
Raped the wrong period.
Before superior voices.
It's like I trust you.
It always amuses me to see how art gets used for propaganda purposes. The conversion of St. Paul, like Caravaggio. It's incredible. It doesn't look like a copy, but I was sure the original was in Rome.
I thought it was the whole room. That stuff got a whole other room in there. Man, Mr. Mortimer's doing it big out here. Okay, I see. Oh, just like... Too close for that. Should probably go back and check out the room first. Oh, what's this then? Guess we'll move away. I don't see nothing down there. Oh, this is my room? Oh, I thought I was sneaking in somebody else's room. I could be excited. Nope. Why you tucking half your shirt before you go to sleep? That's weird. Whatever, man. You do you. Okay, let's see. It says, went up to the manor, found clues about mother of the dogs, events, apologies to trust me with his letter, met Mr. Washington, remained in the Grand Hall to speak with Mr. Washington, found a strange book on the quay, asked questions about mother. I did not find all the clues about my mother on the docks. You missed a clue? What? Austin Pat. I could have joined Sir Holmes in the small saloon, could have made an unexpected encounter. Okay, well. Well, we getting to level 2. Alright, what's this say? I don't know. Hold on, I'm gonna make a quick switch real quick. Okay, I'm saying upper left shouldn't block anything. What's this? No, we'll move 2 points. Okay, we got 4 more points, so we can put it to other stuff. Alright, first thing you need to do, you need to learn some language. Translate all kinds of language. You put 2 of that? Alright, what's this? Politics. Etiquette, adopt appropriate. No, I don't care about etiquette. Diversion. I feel like I need this. Let me get in some science. What's this? Yeah, we can go with that. I feel good about that. Equip the manuscripts. Here you can choose what to read during the adventure. Each manuscript you read confers skill points at the end of the quest. Okay. Let's see. Let's get this. Plus skills to mind. So, okay. let's do this one. Oh, I can't click that one. Can I click all these? No, you can't click one. Oh, yeah, I think psychology, science, or conviction. Let's go for science. Oh, I'm gonna block the touch. Okay. Yeah, see, it's not a good place for it either. I'm gonna make it smaller or something. Put it back in my corner. Can I pause again? Because let's fix it now. I was gotta do this whenever I'm starting like a new game, because you never know what's the right spot to like have your stuff. It looks like lower right's gonna be the best thing you get. We just have to.
Your turn? The servants are not very efficient.
Durocher
That little
can't
Mortimer right there?
They'll find her soon. Their search time is restricted, given that they must keep an eye on Adams.
I can take care of her.
Yes. Well, in any case, I do thank you for bringing her to the island.
From what I've understood, the search of Durocher's room hasn't turned up any results.
Not yet, no. But we've put her son in there. Perhaps he'll find something.
That might come in handy.
Louis grows impatient at not yet having met the famous Lord Mortimer.
He will meet him tomorrow.
That must be Lord Mortimer right there. So
Oh, what a pity to lose a knight at the start of the game. Are you waiting for someone?
A young French soldier.
During our game of chess?
Don't worry, Gregory. The game won't disappear. I'll have one of my men escort you back.
Don't trouble yourself. I know my way out.
Ah, good evening, gentlemen. Please forgive me for this late hour.
It is never too late. And we have much to discuss. One last move?
Whoa, what's up with that?
Don't worry. Our games always seem to end like this.
Or always start like this. Come, take a seat.
Somebody's testy. What is this little vision thing that I'm doing here? Watching this.
A little nighttime stroll, Mr. President?
There's nothing like it for a good night's sleep.
Do not hesitate to ask a servant to show you back.
The corridors seem quite safe.
Peppermint, lime flower, and valerian. My miracle remedy when one can't get to sleep. A very good night to you, Mr. President.
Thank you. And to you too, sir.
Okay. What are you a seer? How did you do that? And I'm bleeding from my nose again.
I'm coming.
Bet you $10 is old girl. Coming, girl. God.
Dear Monsieur de Richet, please excuse me, but I am unable to join you at present. However, rest assured that we are doing all we can to resolve the case that concerns us. By the way, enclosed, you will find a key that will enable you to retrieve the personal effects your mother left behind. Yours faithfully, Lord William Mortimer.
Okay, we'll come back to that. I'll let whoever's knocking on the door in. He's like, hey, can you give me that letter back? Oh, Mr. Washington?
Excuse me. Am I bothering you?
Nah, you good, bro.
No, not in the least. Is something wrong?
I'm going to need your help. Do you remember the young lady we spoke of in the hall?
Yes.
Elizabeth Adams. Home introduced her to us.
Yes. Well, she is the daughter of my friend, the Vice President, John Adams. But she is supposed to be dead.
Yeah, that's bizarre. Fair enough.
Good heavens! I was present at her funeral.
It is disturbing indeed.
Yes. I need to make sure it's her. That's where you come in. I want you to distract Elizabeth while I search her room. And perhaps get my hands on some important information. At least I hope so. Elizabeth is in the small salon. If you hurry, you can still catch her. I just need 10 minutes.
But if my vision is true, there are two men nearby discussing very important issues, and one of them looks much like Mortimer. Washington is very kind, but I came to this island for my mother, not for his ghost stories.
Choices. I'm very interested in this boss name, so we're gonna help.
Count on me, sir.
Thank you, my friend. Keep Elizabeth downstairs as long as possible. She must not return to her room.
Trust me.
Okay, we got this. Okay. You gotta make sure we check the stuff about our mom when we get back.
According to Washington, Lady Adams is in the small salon. I better hurry.
Question is, how do we get to the small salon?
Louis, you're straying from your objective.
Okay. Yeah, Louis, you're straying from your objective. Look at this small, what's the name? Chat up, old girl. And we go down here. Yes. Oh, you know. What are you listening on, sir? Padre, you okay?
My son. Oh, you are a godsend.
What's the matter, Your Eminence?
I believe a Miss Adams may be in danger.
What do you mean?
Do you hear that? She's being manhandled in the small salon.
By whom?
I don't know exactly. A thug, a Frenchman, it seems. By the cut of his cloth, I'd say he's a member of the French Revolutionary Guard. You should do something, my son.
Oh, me? Sounds dangerous. Why the shit I be going?
Shit.
I'll go ahead.
I was supposed to make sure Adams wouldn't go back to her room. Don't worry, Your Eminence. I'll take care of it. Probably nothing to worry about.
Do you want me to call for help?
Please don't do anything. I'm sure with a little goodwill, everything will work out fine. Don't go and wake up the whole manor, please.
Thank you, my son. May God watch over you.
He didn't want to do nothing.
Who do you think you are?
Okay, multiple paths. There are multiple paths to reach your objective. It may be a good idea to think twice before embarking on the first path you choose. So, okay.
Me, sir.
If we were in France, I'd have sent you to the guillotine for what you just said.
Please, just let me go back to my room.
Hey, you! Stay out of it! This is none of your business. I'm gonna teach this little slut how to behave.
What the hell's going on?
Huh? I don't think you know who I am.
Stop. I
don't
beg
think I
you.
care who you are.
I
You
didn't
can't be
mean to.
like-
Don't hit me, please, sir.
Shit. If I step in, Adams might just run back to her room. And if I do nothing, yes, Washington will have enough time to search, but this girl's gonna suffer. Damn it, what should I do?
Okay, let it go. Step in and risk Adams to get the way.
Let her go!
Can't let him just beat on a woman.
Stay out of it, boy!
Shit.
What are you playing at? I told you to mind your own business, boy! If you think you can side with this whore and then just walk away, you're out of your mind. Give me one good reason not to knock you down.
Boy, because you ain't got the hands. Oh!
That's the spirit. But it won't be enough.
Oh no!
I don't think you're getting away with it that easily.
Oh no!
I'm sick of all these toffs. If we were in Paris, I'd send you all to the guillotine. And on
Ain't in
top of it
Paris,
all, a
son.
woman telling me how I ought to behave? I won't stand for it.
Oh, okay. Wait a minute.
What? Don't tell me you're gonna defend these harlots.
Hello. There's nothing better than a wise word.
I believe in man. From speech comes dialogue. From dialogue, peace is born. And from peace, great destinies flourish.
What the fuck are you talking about? I get the feeling you're trying to put one over on me. If that's the case, you're making a big mistake.
Sorry about that. Look, there's no point in us aggravating each other. Let's both just go our separate ways.
Don't move. We're not done yet. You wanted to be the knight in shining armor and save the damsel in distress. Let's see how brave you are.
Oh, whoa, he pulled a... Oh, no. Someone threw you off balance. The cost of F4 increases with use of your skills. He pulled a gun on me. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
I've watched you, and you're shaking. I'm betting you won't fire.
I'm not in the habit of beating Lord Mortimer's guests in his own salon.
Yeah,
Got off
boy.
easy this time, but don't try it again.
Sorry, George. Tell him beat up on a woman.
The brooch Elizabeth was wearing. Huh. She was so frightened she was unaware that she lost it. Yeah, well, it didn't seem to do her much good.
Well, let's see if we can get it back to her. Oh, what's this?
There's a pattern with 5 circles on this chest.
Can't unlock it because I'm not. I don't got a key.
A root?
Come back to it. Oh, what's this?
Hey, these look like pages taken from an ancient encyclopedia.
Ooh, ancient encyclopedia. Did she run out this way?
Lady Adams must have locked it behind her when she fled.
Of course she did. Well, we saved her. I mean, sometimes I just let people live, but you know, as a master detective, can't just let them go around slapping women. Sorry,
Well,
George.
Did you get time to search the room?
Louis, I only needed 10 minutes. Imagine the scandal if she had found me.
What would you have done in my shoes? She was in the middle of an argument with some angry guy.
10 minutes? I didn't ask for the moon.
Nonetheless, you found what you were looking for, didn't you?
Not everything, but yes. Elizabeth is definitely the daughter of John Adams. We need more information.
You can always go back.
It's too late now.
Okay, so don't look like good old George is gonna be on my side anymore. But you know, stuff happens. What do you want me to do? Just let that girl get beat up? Louis, I only needed 10 minutes. Dude, we met today. We literally met today. Maybe you're expecting a little too much from me. I'm willing to betray everybody here in order to find my mother. Even you, Zeus. Even you. Alright. Oh, free running around the mountain. See if we can't knock on her door. Maybe we can be like, hey, what's up, girl? That's the Duchess' place. Go back to bed.
Duke Manuel Godoy.
That's it for the one that says Elizabeth Adams.
Your Eminence, what are you doing here?
I was worried about you, my son. How did it go with Miss Adams?
Problem solved.
Don't worry about that anymore, Your Eminence. I had to step in, but everything's under control.
What an adventure, my son. I am relieved to hear it. You acted as a good Christian. In these troubled times, we need more men of your caliber.
It's nothing, Your Eminence. I did what I had to do.
Well, you did the opposite.
Good. Well, thanks for the news. My son, I have another problem. I wanted to speak to you about something important. Do you still have my letter on you? The one I gave you in the home?
Why do you ask?
I have a name to add to it.
Wait, hold on. I got this. It doesn't work like that. Oh, man. God, shouldn't have opened the letter. Whatever.
Here it is.
You opened it?
No, my
Don't
mother
worry about
opened
that,
it.
Your Eminence.
You gave me your word, before God!
I can assure you that my mother and I share everything.
That's enough. Your word is worthless. I give your mother this letter myself.
Well, whatever. You're not Christian either. You just let that lady, girl get rough handled.
Louis, you're straying from your objective.
I want to go check on the girl, see if she's okay. So she can tell me some shit about my mother. You think we knock on his door and be like, hey man, I'm sorry. I'm real sorry, dog. I really like the priest. I thought he was cool. I thought he was a nice guy. Now we done messed up that little interaction. Oh well. When you a G like me, sometimes you lose things.
I'm exhausted. Better go to bed. I'll search my room tomorrow. If Mother stayed here right before me, you never know. And Mortimer had better show up.
Today's stream is sponsored by Gatorade Frost. When you're feeling the heat, get a little bit of frost. There's so many messed up stuff that happens. There's a lot of stuff. It's like I found the Lady Adams in the small saloon. I didn't let Peru get the better of me. I have found Lady Adams' talisman. And I did not detain Lady Adams. I could have found out something about my mother's past. Pocky realized that I had opened his letter. I could have listened to what Mr. Washington wanted to say about my mother. I could have found out more about the man in my vision. I could have found out more about the plans involving myself. I could have had a remarkable encounter. He's telling me I could have a remarkable encounter. Wow, we didn't level up at all on that one. It's alright. We doing our thing still. Another one of these visions, Louis. You get your life together, dog.
Alright. In my vision yesterday, I saw that Mother had this room before me. I better search the room. Who knows? Maybe she left me something behind.
Oh, okay, cool. Did we get this one? I think we got it. Let's go down list, I guess. Got any points? Nope, I don't really got any points. Do it. How you get out of this shit?
I haven't even had time to unpack my cases.
Okay, Louis. How about priorities?
Writing material.
Mother sure do like to write. Can you expect it?
From what I see, no ink's ever been used on this quill. The smell reminds me of something. It smells like lemon. That's odd.
It is odd. What is this? Use skills free. I thought my points would regenerate after it wasn't it? I guess.
The incredulity of St. Thomas. Why is Caravaggio representing St. Thomas putting his finger in the wound? Thomas looks on but doesn't touch. torture of Ixion, condemned by the gods to lose his mind because of his arrogance.
Hey, that's all of us.
Nothing. Great. Honey.
Got us a little bit more honey. Now let's pick up the grapes. Okay, let's see. What's this about?
An old sesterce from Roman Gaul. Saint Francis of Assisi in ecstasy, before superior voices. It always amuses me to see how art gets used for propaganda purposes.
Box. With the key that we got, we should be able to open it.
There's a circle around the lock here. Must be the trunk Mortimer was talking about. The key should open it. There's a note.
Is it any good?
Effects of cell
yeah, I feel like you like slow detective type stuff. Yeah,
I should probably take it.
Like you like a Telltale game. It's decent. It seems like your stuff has like quick repercussions, like your actions, whatever. So like I'm liking that about it.
Nothing here. I wouldn't mind a nice strong coffee though.
It seems like it's gonna be a full-blown point-click kind of adventure game, though.
This book has been put back the wrong way round.
Like just, you know, use your intelligence and stuff to try to figure out the mystery and everything.
A Voyage Around the World. The travelogue of the explorer Louis-Antoine de Bougainville.
Pretty cool. I like it.
One of Mother's favorite books. What a coincidence. And I don't believe in coincidences. It's just too much. I don't know what's going on here, but if you felt threatened, I'll bet you'd leave a clue, wouldn't you, Mother?
Well, my keen eyes let you be able to find it, right?
Found it. A faint sign of the order, barely visible. Mother, you undoubtedly must have hidden a clue in this book. Let's see if I can find anything else in this room.
Okay. What's this? That's gonna be like way too much. And then I have a +1 because of the thing. You do it anyway, though.
The paper's rougher around the writing. The paper's moist here. Very light stain, barely visible. And the smell reminds me of something.
Wait a minute.
Come on, Louis, think. Think.
Yeah, what do you think?
Let's recap. My mother was in this room. I found a rare edition of her favorite book. She must have left something behind. She applied a liquid to the book. She must have used the writing materials.
Yes.
The quill has been used, but not with regular ink. A message using invisible ink. I bet she used a lemon to leave a message. Now, how do I reveal the message?
You get more, you heat, or you get more lemon. Oh, that's dope. Okay, grab it. Can you grab it?
The message is illegible. I have to keep searching.
Oh, you said it looks like Crime and Punishment game. I haven't played that one. But I do like the look of it. Can I get this lamp? I need something like with heat. What is this?
Look,
oh, scuff marks.
Markings on the floor. Just a bit worn out. I was hoping to find something leading to a secret passage.
Me too. What's this? Can you log? You're not reaching out with your hand. I'm bring myself away. Okay. I don't know if that lemon and like heating all the other stuff leave messages and shit. Like from what's that movie? National Treasure. Put an ash in the book.
Damn, I'm making a serious mess here. It's no good. Might have worked if the writing had left marks on the paper, but no. There's only traces of lemon. Luckily, I've only put ash on part of the message.
Oh, he's messing up. Step back. I'm telling you, need like some heat or something. I don't know. Or more lemon. More lemon juice, maybe. I don't know. You need something to reveal it.
Inferno by Dante. Abandon hope, all ye who enter here. Lovely lectures Mortimer is giving to his guests. Very jolly.
I can't like anything. This candle. What do you like?
Nothing here. I wouldn't mind a nice, strong coffee, though.
See here, bam. Think about what you can be used for. Take candlestick. I'm not using my points. I got regular knowledge. Let's see. Alright, you got a candle. Got a thing. Let's try not to burn the book with it. Come on. It gotta work. Alright. He said burnish. They paid you in candlestick. Oh, it's a mess up. Alright, let's do it.
It's working.
Oh, it's working. See?
Reveals the message.
Told y'all.
Let's see what my mother
wrote. Azure do it for some reason.
Where all eyes size you up, you must pass by the Gorgon. Gorgon was the name of Medusa in Greek mythology. On the other hand, where all eyes size you up, I don't get it. And judging by the number of paintings in the manor, it could be anywhere. Damn! The message continues, but thanks to me, the rest of the text is unreadable. Great. I hope it wasn't a unique edition or Mother's gonna kill me. Now I better hurry and find that damn Medusa.
Okay.
Sir, dinner is served in the red salon.
Typical.
I'm not hungry. Please give my apologies to all the guests.
Sir Hole requests your presence, sir.
Well, I guess I'm just gonna have to wait before going and looking for my Medusa.
Maybe
Tell
not.
him I'll be there in a minute.
So where all eyes meet. Okay. We'll try to find her on the way. What's this? Do we got any more information? I need some information on George Washington, because I think George Washington got it out for me now. I don't know nothing about him. Okay, the servant is vulnerable to logic. Olga's immune to logic. Anybody else? His vulnerability is questioning. Okay. I know nothing about y'all because I didn't take the time to talk to y'all. Alright. Okay. Let's see.
If I get a chance, I may have to take a little tour through the rooms of the other guests.
Ooh, I like that. Okay, let's see. Can I get in here? Oh, okay, sure can. I think maybe Elizabeth can help me. I'm going the wrong way just so I can see if I can spot any other paintings. But part of me think it's the entrance, because you see Zeus kind of looking down on. If we can find a picture with a Gorgon there, then you might be on the right track. Or it might be the main dining room. It might be the main dining room where all the eyes meet, like, because everybody's looking across the table.
What happened in here?
Ooh. Okay. Somebody's into the occult. Got a transmutation circle on the thing. Alright, I see. Let's see this.
A chest with a half circle pattern.
You right. I really gotta learn how to break into stuff. We're gonna move away from that. That's gonna be our next skills.
My dear Elizabeth, I'm writing to inform you of some unfortunate news. We won't be able to meet as planned on the first Sunday of May. I've been told that you're no better, and, unfortunately, your brothers and I are absolutely snowed under by the work required to govern this new country. Please excuse us. As soon as we can get free, even if it's just for a day, I promise we shall come and see you. Your loving father, John Adams. P.S. Don't hold it against your mother if she still isn't ready. Please don't judge her. I'm sure you'll be able to put all of this behind you one day.
Well. Should we be concerned about this? I feel like we should be more concerned about that, Louis. Still in her honey.
Looks like I found a box containing some kind of white crystals.
He doesn't know anything. Consumer crystal. Nope, we're not gonna consume a crystal. That sounds dumb. Especially when we see how she be acting. I think I got half her head shaved. It looks like it's due to some kind of injury, though.
A novel of the initiation of a young woman into polite society. June 11th, 1791. My dear Elizabeth, your last letter gave me much cause for concern. Your words were so cold, as if emotions no longer matter to you. Father maintains that the secondary effects of your treatment still trouble you, but that they will soon subside. Should I believe him? I cling to the belief that we shall soon see each other again, at long last. Right soon. Your loving sister, Abigail. P.S. Don't forget to tell me what present you want.
Okay. We just learned one of her immunities. Let's check and see what that is. I feel like we're going to have a run-in with her. Elizabeth Adams, psychology. Okay. I guess none of this stuff they're doing is going to be working against her.
1792. Elizabeth, I am driven to despair and doubt there is any point in writing to you. August 24th,
I just want to check and see if I had to be stuck in the thing.
Elizabeth, I am driven to despair and doubt there is any point in writing to you. I'm not even sure you'll receive my letters. Father controls my correspondence more and more. I am certain he filters our exchanges. Thankfully, one of the chambermaids is able to help me get my letters to you. But they still remain unanswered. I often think about you and pray every day to be able to hold you tight. We have so much time to make up. I beg you, answer me, please. Your loving sister, Abigail. P.S. That horrible woman came again yesterday. She spent a long time speaking with Father. I didn't understand everything because they spoke in French, but I'm sure they were talking about you.
Okay. Well, we're learning a lot about her. Why she got a bed on? She's weird. She really is weird. Okay. Look. Oh, that's the letter. Okay. Oh, don't catch me coming out the room. Boy, Lord Mortimer's gonna be mad. We see what she did there. I think we're going around. We going the right way? Or did we come? I think we came down this way. Who's coming down this way? Well, we didn't lose the opportunity to look. Is there a way to keep myself from being unshoveled or something like that? Okay, cool, man. That thing was like holding me back. Let me sign these two. Oh, let's see if we can get into Elizabeth's room. What's this? Oh, found something. Come on, man. You can run faster than that. That's why you go down. Looks like they just gave us a little.
That must be the door to the room of the soldier I saw in my vision.
Oh. And we can't unlock it because we don't have that skill. Ah. So we're gonna learn some stuff about him. Hey, somebody sweeping.
Might be better to take a different stairway.
What? All we gotta do is use logic on him. He'll move out the way. Like, don't you think it's illogical for you to be blocking the stairs and keeping your guests from their destination? And he's like, oh, I think you're right, sir. Let me get out of here. Don't you think it's illogical for you to be wearing that mask when we all of us don't have masks on? It's kind of making us a little insecure. You okay?
Excuse me, Monsieur de Richet? I really need to talk to you.
Is this about last night?
No, that was just a misunderstanding. I'm sure it was a little bit my fault, too.
There's no excuse for that man's horrible behavior. You ought to tell Sir Home.
Look, the only thing that I care about is that I've lost something precious. I'm not worried about Jacques Peru.
You didn't happen to lose this, did you?
Where did you find it?
In the small salon.
It's the only reminder I have of my beloved sister. I thought that swine stole it from me. You're her son. Sarah de Richet's son.
Yes, why?
You're not wearing any shoes.
Last night, I found out that your mother was on the island. What are you doing here?
That's why she's interested. Admit my mother's gone missing.
Excuse me, but speaking frankly, why would you care?
I know your mother very well.
Say that you...
Really?
Yes, I have been in your mother's care ever since I was born.
She nursed you?
Oh, I wouldn't say nursed. No, I remember her stare, cold as ice. Her sadistic hands pressing over my mouth to silence me while I screamed in pain. I remember her knees, too. She held me down with them while she cut and burned scars into me.
Hold on a minute. What do you mean?
You can ask her when you see her.
Huh, she's getting more and more agitated.
Okay. Whoa. What's that?
And next you're gonna tell me my mother's also responsible for that scar on your head?
My heart stopped twice during the operation. I lost my memory for 6 months. You obviously have no idea of the abuse your mother inflicted on me.
Wait. There must be some kind of mistake.
My only mistake was ever meeting your mother.
She's able to describe every detail without hesitation or getting flustered. It's becoming difficult not to believe the poor girl.
Look, I've got to go.
Wait. I need to know more about you and my mother. Why did she put you through all of that? There must be some reason for what she did.
What's the point of rubbing salt in the wounds?
To understand my mother, to find the truth. Allow her to confide. Okay. No, she's immune to
You're right. I don't want this conversation to turn into an interrogation. You've suffered enough already. I respect your silence. Please excuse me.
Get some, boy. I'm good at this game.
Well, thank you. I know your little game. You're no different from the rest of them. You couldn't give a damn about me. The only thing you're interested in is finding out about your mother.
Don't say that. Not everyone wants to use you. Some people care about you, don't they?
Mention her mother, mention her father, mention her brother, mention her sister.
Haven't you got a sister?
Yes.
I'm sure she loves you with all her heart.
She's the only one who cares about me. I would have put an end to it all by now if it weren't for her. Since you insist, I'll tell you how I met your mother.
Thanks for trusting me.
You see, before I was born, my mother often suffered from hallucinations and fits of anger. Soon people could barely recognize her. She became a completely different person. So my father spent an enormous amount of money paying for the best doctors, but none of them were able to cure her. The last resort was to call a priest.
So, is that what your father did?
No. He went to an expert in the occult.
Ah, my mother.
Her reputation already extended beyond our borders. My mother's fits stopped at my birth, and Sarah de Richet concluded that the evil had passed into me. Not only did it encourage her to stay, but she took the opportunity to advise my father to separate me from the rest of my family. That's how I was declared stillborn. My fate was decided that very day.
It would coincide with my mother's frequent trips to America.
I had my first fit when I was 3. That's when your mother began her experiments to rid me of the evil inside.
I understand how you feel, but I know my mother. I'm sure she had her reasons, even if it seems difficult to believe.
Everything she put me through was all for nothing. My whole life was ruined for nothing.
So what brings you here then?
My father used to know Sir Holm. He offered to introduce me to the world's leading authority in the occult.
Lord Mortimer.
Oh.
He was my last hope. Until I found out he had also invited your mother.
It's got to be a coincidence. I don't believe for a second she's coming for you.
You can't change my mind about this, Louis. My days are numbered, and I know it.
Well, we just walk away from a conversation like that? Okay, shit. Hey. Hey, servant. I got a question for you. There's a picture of a gorgon around here.
What can I do for you, sir? I am at your service, day and night, sir.
Yes. Can you briefly describe the ground floor, please?
Very well, sir. On the ground floor, there are mainly living rooms. Sir finds himself at present in the Grand Hall. From the Grand Hall, Sir can access, on one side, the small salon, where the guests like to relax with a good book. From there, Sir can access the conference room, which is closed at present for preparations. That is where Lord Mortimer likes to gather all of his guests for talks. From the other side of the Grand Hall, Sir may access the dining room. That is where Sir's meals will be served. From the dining room, Sir may benefit from an exceptional view overlooking the island. It is also the best way to access the portrait gallery, where a large part of Lord Mortimer's works are exhibited. And in the gallery, Sir will also find access to the garden. But Sir may be reassured the building is accessible on both sides, so that it surrounds the garden in question. Sir should not find cause to worry. No one has ever gotten lost.
Except for
my mother.
Has Sir another question?
Let's return to other questions.
I would like to speak about your master, Lord Mortimer.
Do please excuse me, sir, but I shall make no comment about my master. Is there anything else that Sir would like to know?
Can I see your face?
What can you tell me about the guests?
Spoiler alert.
Do it.
He's been Lord Mortimer this whole
but
time.
I'm bound by discretion to say nothing about Lord Mortimer's guests, sir. Perhaps Sir would like to know something else?
Okay, you're not telling me anything else.
As I was unable to bring my personal effects with me, I was wondering if you could find me a few items.
Of course, sir. What would you require?
Honey. I need vast amounts of honey. Oh.
My good fellow, would you have any amber available?
I would, but unfortunately I don't think I am authorized to give it out, sir. I believe it is a precious stone.
I need it. I'm addicted. Oh man, I need like a little big thing of. I need like holding it. Okay. You ain't gonna give me that, I won't. I think I'm done talking to you. I'm very enthused with their light system. I mean, Benjamin Franklin must have just like made lights, and they got it everywhere. Dope. Okay. Wait, Louis. Look around.
Dear friends, I bid you welcome. I hope the night was not too short. Your Eminence, Duchess, Monsieur de Richet, allow me to introduce our new guests. They arrived during the night. Johann Christoph von Wollner, Minister of Religious Affairs and close aide of Frederick William II, King of Prussia. Napoleon Bonaparte, Lieutenant of the French Revolutionary Army. And Jacques Peroux, French Revolutionary Tribunal Judge. Unfortunately, my friends, Lord Mortimer will not be joining us this morning, but he should be with us later. So, let us begin.
What is Mortimer playing at? He tells me to come urgently and he sends no one to meet me?
Thank you again for the wine, Your Eminence. It is served every day at the King's table. I am delighted.
Volner and Piaggi seem to be getting along well.
My dear Johann, how are you?
Glad to make landfall at last. And yourself?
Very well.
And your husband?
He's poorly. The French Revolution gives him terrible headaches.
Oh, I understand. I should feel better too, as soon as the situation is settled.
If by chance the French crisis is emulated in Berlin, there will always be a refuge for you in London, my dear.
Your offer does you honor, anyway. But London is much closer to Paris than Berlin. Beware. The French are capable of sailing up the Thames straight to the Houses of Parliament.
Oh, my friend, I am shaking in my clogs.
Is the wine to your liking?
Very much so, Sir Gregory. Such complexity. Typically French. A Sauterne, isn't it?
Absolutely.
If I'm not mistaken, this is not Lord Mortimer's favorite wine. It is yours.
In his absence, I have taken the liberty of making a slight deviation from the rule, but I count on your discretion.
Don't worry, I appreciate the same grape varieties as you. I remember the last time we tasted that nectar here at this table. The finest minds of the century were present.
And the last time we drank it, the orphanage in Bloomsbury was still in ruins.
Would you repeat that?
Oh, well, I put some small effort into the works. The orphanage reopened just before Christmas. The bedrooms, washrooms, and the classrooms had all been refurbished.
I don't know what to say. You have given the girls a wonderful Christmas gift. Thank you.
I made a promise. Now it is done.
She's taking him back. She's gonna cry.
It's the first time I've ever seen her so moved. Just mention that orphanage broke right through Emily's hard shell.
He knows.
Is everything all right?
Yes, thank you. I had a moment of absence, but here I am again.
That's why what he thinks of Waller. As his eyes. Because Washington ain't messing with me now. He's like, nigga, I love you 10 minutes.
The Prussian king is his puppet.
I find it hard to believe the king of Prussia is so weak.
Be careful. Wollner is as influential as he is dangerous.
You seem to know each other well.
We used to work together.
I see.
Somebody's quiet.
Have you any information on this Napoleon?
Can't really reply. Make assumptions. I kind of want to make assumptions.
He's certainly well connected and in high places.
Surprising. No one appears to know him.
No one knows me, and yet here I am.
Quite so.
Monsieur de Richet, it would seem we have common interests. Could we speak in private, please?
Of course. This needs a rail.
Lord Mortimer and the Golden Order, through your mother, have concluded a financial agreement.
Stay composed, Louis. I'm listening.
An agreement for cannons. Lord Mortimer assured me that you are to take over the project on behalf of your mother. You must know that I am deeply sorry about their disappearance, but I must validate the deal urgently if I want to be able to organize things properly.
I haven't seen Lord Mortimer yet.
I'm afraid I'll be unable to answer your questions.
He assured me that you could replace your mother during her absence.
I appreciate his confidence, but still, this is a bit hasty. But please continue.
Of course, but I need to know if I can count on you among my allies.
Well, of course.
And for that, I have a little question for you. The agreement stipulates an aid of 50,000 louis d'or for 200 cannon.
Yes, we have an agreement. No, I cannot agree to such a deal. I don't know.
Surely such an amount will buy twice as many cannons. Don't try to pull a fast one on me. We're both young, but we are not naive.
Please don't be offended. I just wanted to make sure you knew what you were talking about. And I am reassured. I have one last question I would like to pose to you. We don't know each other yet, you and I. And I need to make sure that we both share the same vision for the future of France. Given the hard times that have befallen our beautiful country, what do you think it would take to restore its luster?
A strong leader. This sounds crazy, right? We need a counter-revolution.
The revolution was a good thing, but it gave birth to a monster. We must overthrow the new system in place.
Ah, you are right.
Boy!
Monsieur de Richet, I am reassured. I am very happy to have met you. Lord Mortimer was right to put his trust in you. I hope to work with you in the very near future. I would like to thank you for your support by offering you this humble little gift.
Oh, thank you.
Reflections on the Revolution in France.
Monsieur Bonaparte, I thank you for this gesture, and please know that I, too, am delighted to avenge you.
My friends, I would like to say a few words, please. I would like to thank Lord
That white background is kind of killing World. You can't really see the words.
bringing us all together here. Those of us for whom it is not the first time here, like me, are all trembling in sweet anticipation of the arrival of our host. For the rest, I would like to reassure you that Lord Mortimer always has a few surprising projects to propose. But I can assure you that each and every one of us has always benefited from them. The last time I came to this place, Lord Mortimer offered to help me in my electoral campaign for the presidency of the United States. And it is imminently clear that his support was an invaluable aid to us. We are here among like-minded people. So let us put aside the conflicts in which some of our nations find themselves at present. So I raise my glass in honor of you all, my new and old friends.
I trust you shall not be disappointed, Mr. Washington. Right, we shall meet again tomorrow. All the guests will be present, as well as Lord Mortimer, I hope. Until then, I trust you
on his time to see this dude.
keep you amused.
I think got a good chance to talk to old Mr. Holmes. What? I found my mother's message hidden in the book. I managed to persuade Elizabeth Adams to talk about my mother. I gave Elizabeth Adams advertisement. I met the guests during dinner. I proved to Napoleon to be my mother's worthy successor. I searched Elizabeth Adams' room, but I dirtied one part. I could have searched Napoleon's room. Where was Napoleon's room? Come on over forward, boy. Out here getting it. Alright, let's see. How many points we got? We got 8 points to distribute. Alright, let's see. Alright. Damn, got level 1 is. Oh, okay, so I be thinking I be having this stuff, but I don't be having this stuff. Alright. What the hell is. Get that. That's some science. Get manipulation 1. Conviction. I guess that. I can get agility, level 1. Like some direct option. I can get locked. Damn, there we go. Now we doing something. Oh, what's these? Okay. Yeah, how you doing it? I guess Louis gonna hang back.
Alright, let's recap. Before dinner, I was going to investigate my mother's message. I've got to find the place where all eyes size you up.
Right here, man. Oh, okay. The French Revolution. Right here, head of the table. Place where all eyes size you up. I think we should apologize. I think we should apologize. He did trust us and feel a little bad about it. Hey, I'm sorry, sir.
Well, Your Eminence, do you still have any room left?
Ah, my son, the sin of gluttony is the most difficult of all in my eyes. Nevertheless, what a charming moment we have had together. I'm delighted I was able to talk to Mr. von Vollmer. We hadn't spoken to each other for an eternity.
Yes. I noticed that Your Eminence knew a fair number of people at the table.
The benefit of age, my son. This isn't my first invitation to Lord Mortimer's. You will see, it's the perfect place to make new friends. Indeed, I noticed that you and Mr. Bonaparte had already begun.
I adapt quickly to local customs. It's what I was taught.
And you are right to do so, my son. But tell me, have you had any news of your mother since your arrival?
I have not.
Alas, still nothing, Your Eminence. But I still haven't been able to meet Lord Mortimer.
Do not worry. It is typical of him. What can I say? Lord Mortimer is a very busy man.
Busy
I
doing
should
what?
think you are
Still on the
beginning to
island?
worry.
No, not really.
To tell you the truth, not really.
You are right. Be positive. Perhaps Sarah is in the company of Lord Mortimer, and they will both turn up shortly.
But while I have you with me, I have a question for you.
Go ahead. What can I do for you?
As I haven't visited all the manor yet, I wondered if you hadn't seen a Medusa by any chance.
I beg your pardon?
Yes, La Gorgogne, the Medusa from Greek mythology. Would you have seen one? In any shape or form?
Okay. Find a place mentioned by your mother. Man, I just feel like it's... She been right there. All the clues was like leading up to it.
The lock is surrounded by a triple circle.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I'm supposed to be learning how to unlock stuff. You failed. They said like we're all eyes meeting. I was like, okay, table. I guess not.
Discourse on the Method by Descartes. This book changed the way I looked at the world. Circe preparing wine. What better trap for Ulysses? The Conversion of Ulysses by Gurs. Circe changing Ulysses' companions into swines. Circe turning Ulysses' companions back into humans.
Okay, so this is one part of this, the Odyssey. So we just need the right part. So this part right here looks like it's referring to Circe.
Ulysses and Circe at the table. If I were you, Ulysses, I wouldn't drink the wine.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. We picture Cersei right here.
Romney painted Lady Hamilton as Cersei.
This is not the right pour, right? What is this?
This painting has caused some debate. Who did Dosi paint? Alcina the fairy or Circe the magician?
This is a swine.
A swine in a salon. That's an odd choice of decor.
It is. It is indeed an odd choice of decor.
Dining on ham. Well, that's very appetizing.
Hmm. Oh, these pictures of Cersei.
Circe.
Okay. Let's see what this is. Got a key to there, so.
The lock is surrounded by a triple circle.
Okay, it's not a key to this thing. Okay, you think that was into there? I was so confident. I thought that was gonna be good. Oh wow. Okay.
Actress, the Miller Brothers. Mother expressly forbade me from reading it.
Oh, cool. That's some jelly.
Two pages out of an old encyclopedia. Where all eyes size you up.
What's the spot?
Chances are, that's the room my mother spoke of. And she also spoke of a Medusa. Should we go and try to find the creature now? Allegory regarding the declaration of the rights of man. That's the least you could say.
Okay, I like the music in this area.
Liberty or Death by Regnault. Well, I'll take liberty, please. But I do understand his choice, even though it seems radical. Ah, a painting by Ingres. Molière dining with Louis XIV. The king's posture is surprising. It's almost as if he's addressing someone in the assembly.
What? Guess so. It is kind of like that. Let's see. What's up? This man.
Celia. That name means nothing to me.
Maybe if you study the occult. What's this? Let's get up. Sit here. See if we can. Last Supper.
Christ Crucified by Velasquez. Look, someone's left a note there. Reserved for the Duke of Alquidia.
And what? Oh, so he still is or something? Still, man. Congratulations.
A song of Roland. Roland feeleth his death is near. His brain is oozing by either ear. With his brain oozing, it's already remarkable that he can feel anything. Ah, François Ier, Receiving the Holy Family, a painting by Raphael.
All eyes on him. Oh man, in most of these pictures, all people are looking at a certain
The Last Supper
a sense of
by
figure.
Leonardo da Vinci. The last day before his crucifixion, Jesus announces that he will be betrayed by one of his disciples. A meeting between Louis XIV and Felix
like, you know what? Well, y'all gonna
I
betray me.
wonder why Mortimer's particularly fond of this painting. The Company by Rembrandt.
All these pictures have one thing. Why you saying it like that? He is so creepy. Amber.
The Fall of Phaeton. Another painting by Rubens. Poor Phaeton, struck by lightning by his father Apollo for borrowing his chariot and losing control of it. Moral: don't steal Dad's chariot.
They strike you by lightning? Apollo can throw lightning? That was... No, it don't. It's Achilles right there. Tell you, I wish you can click on it and be like, statue of Achilles. Cause your boy knows, Medusa. Do not touch the stuff.
I've got to find out what Mother was trying to do with her. The Medusa. A hero armed with a sword?
Oh, I
A
thought
hero
that was
with a
Achilles.
lantern.
Look, he is holding
And the
spear.
last one holding a shield. I'll stake my life on it. All the statues form a single scene together. The poor devils are about to face the beast. Let's give them a helping hand.
Okay. Find solutions to Medusa Achilles. Yeah. First thing, let's turn it that way supposed to do the shit. Rotate statue. Turn towards the... That turns to the dude holding the shield. Okay, he has his holding shield. The dude with the sword gotta be turned towards her because he actually touched the head off of him. Rotate towards Medusa. At least he tries to. And then... He already rotates towards Medusa.
If I respect the legend, I have to place the hero holding the shield in front of the Medusa. Except for here, it doesn't work. There must be something else.
Okay, he's in front of the Medusa. Maybe these are wrong. Rotate him to the dude with the sword. Rotate her towards... Rotate her towards the dude with the shield, the dude with the sword. He gets frozen, he gets petrified. And then take him towards... I have to use my points and things and what to figure this out. Maybe not though. No, I know this needs to be turned towards Medusa. The dude with the lantern needs to be turned towards him to shine light on the shield so she can see it. Thus her getting her head cut off by the dude that's turned towards her. Oh, shit.
If I respect the legend, I have to place the hero holding the shield in front of the Medusa. Except for here, it doesn't work. There must be something else. The Origin of Myths, a reinterpretation of legendary creatures. Just what I need. The text is in French on the left-hand page and in Latin on the right hand. Let's find the chapter on the Medusa. Hang on. This version is significantly different from the regular one. It recounts how men have always belittled women in society. Harpies, mermaids, the chimera, the hydra, the gorgons. Ah, the section on the Medusa. While some of the heroes divert attention from the gorgon, the hero with the sword brandishes his weapon at the Medusa.
Okay.
Hang on. This version is significantly different from the regular one. It recounts how men have always belittled women in society. Harpies, mermaids, the chimera, the hydra, the gorgons. Ah, the section on the Medusa. While some of the heroes divert attention from the gorgon, the hero with the sword brandishes his weapon at the Medusa.
Okay. Well, we got that part right. Maybe. I switch this. Rotate you to do the lantern.
It looks right, but nothing's happening. Maybe, in this position, the hero with the shield is just dazzling his colleague.
Hmm?
If I respect the legend, I have to place the hero holding the shield in front of the Medusa.
Yeah, so we need to use our points to figure out some stuff that we can do. I see you boy finding yourself a hidden room. Look at you. Oh, is that little Mortimer?
Rah! For Pete's sake, Emily! You scared the pants off me. Don't ever do that again.
Well, keep your nose out of my business then.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Stop fooling around and tell me what you're doing here.
Oh yeah? So tell me what you're doing here.
I...
Yeah, just like me.
Probably, but I asked the question first.
Well then, we'll pretend you haven't asked me yet.
What about a little gallantry, Louis? Come on, I'm listening. What are you doing here?
I admit everything, madam. You win. I've been bitten by the same bug as you.
I beg your pardon?
We can't resist being where we shouldn't, seeking out our host's little secrets. So, we have that in common, right?
I really thought you were going to answer me this time. Well, no matter. I'll tolerate your presence this one time. Now, since you're here, make yourself useful. Look around on your side. I'll do the same on mine. And if you find anything of interest, let me know.
Oh yeah, in your dreams. At your service, madam.
She ain't gonna catch me on low, though. Yeah, you might be low-key fine a little bit, but I'm not, I'm a detective first. Oh, I can read it. Oh, I can look at the thing. Let's look at the thing.
the heavenly symbols refer to Pandora's box. Emily, I'm pretty sure I've got Pandora's box.
Of course you have. You see an earthen pot and you immediately assume it can only be Pandora's box. Logical. What I like about you, Louis, is that you never fail to surprise me.
The symbols? I feel... Hello. What happened? Dollar time. Time is running. I said that match is like, okay, so what happened? Well, whatever. He kinda got me on that. Like, alright. She threw me off a little bit. I was like, that's outside. That's outside. Let me check this side.
A golden fleece.
It's freezing. Hurry up.
How about it?
Cold? You want a rug? It'll warm you up.
I wouldn't be caught dead in that horrible thing.
That's a pity. The gold color brings out your eyes.
And your flattery brings out your boorishness.
Whatever. You know you like him.
An unofficial gospel? You'd be more likely to find this kind of book at the Vatican.
Nothing special. The library at Buckingham has 3.
What a bragger. Actually read them? I am lost gospel. Oh, I can actually
The Gospel according to Judas, or How to Crucify Jesus as part of God's plan. You do realize that the contents of this book could undermine the very foundations of Christianity.
One more reason to leave it in the secret room of a lost manor on a private island.
Do you realize how important this book is?
Of course, but what I really want to know is how did it come into Mortimer's possession?
I was thinking the same thing about all the paintings and sculptures in the manor. Gee, is there anything England doesn't have yet? Wait, yes, there is. The United States.
Well, not yet. Besides, as far as I know, they don't speak French in the United States.
They got a good little tip for tat like that. Oh, check this.
A Chinese coin.
We'll take that.
Hey, Mortimer is the author of this work. He talks about his passion for art.
I can see, it looks like he acquired everything from Greek mythology. Okay, what is this? This is weird. That's cool.
Guess what I found?
The Holy Grail.
Older than that.
A piece of Noah's Ark.
Not that old.
This could go on for hours. Just tell me.
Caesar's laurel wreath.
Triumph crowd? No. Symbols. More than Keith Caesar.
I can just see Mortimer dressed in a toga, wearing a laurel wreath, strutting around his manor all day long.
You have a curious idea of Mortimer.
Why? He's eccentric, like all the English are, isn't he?
Well, if Peru stands for French grace, then if I were you, I wouldn't be making that sort of remark.
Well, looks like a pamphlet on different political regimes, written by Mortimer himself.
Mortimer sure is writing a lot of this stuff. Let's see. Can we read this? Okay, no, it looks like we're gonna read these. Okay. Oh, cool, a sword. A sword.
You should see the sword, Emily. It's magnificent.
I'm busy. Describe it to me.
It's very old.
This weapon is typically French, quite old, undoubtedly goes back to the Crusades. If it is a true Damask sword, it's worth more than a kingdom. I think this is Excalibur, King Arthur's sword. I've always dreamt of drawing it from the stone.
How sweet, you're still clinging to your boyhood dreams. When you finished playing, maybe you can help me search the place?
That's what we're doing, Emily. But this place is pretty cool. Amber.
A fragment of amber.
He's like, mother get all the night. Oh, what is this?
Here's something interesting. A manor in Maine, hundreds of acres of land in Catalonia, properties in Shanghai. Incredible. Some of these deeds are over 600 years old, and all signed by the hand of Mortimer.
I wonder if that's what inspired my mother's attention. How come all these documents have Mortimer's signature on them?
Does he have...
Do you think all these properties really belong to him?
Or his family? Assume a theft. Assume a theft.
Maybe Mortimer is immortal, or capable of living for a very long time, like Methuselah.
A first smile. Careful. Keep that up and soon you'll end up laughing.
Carry on sprouting inanities like that, and indeed I might. These documents are intriguing, but do you really think that's what attracted your mother's attention here?
And how do you know my mother was interested in this room?
I didn't know, I just supposed she was. And you just confirmed it. So, do you think she found what she came for?
I don't know. She was obsessed with Mortimer, and I must confess these property deeds are troubling.
If that's the case, why would she have left them?
Once again, I don't know. We'll have to ask her when we find her. And what's your take?
What do you think of this collection? Why consider his assets? Why is it...
Why keep such a collection hidden in a secret room? Any thoughts?
Mortimer has every reason in the world to conceal it, even if only to keep it from people like us.
Hey, Emily, we're not thieves. We're only looking. I wonder why my mother didn't make it clear what she was interested in here.
She didn't have time to write it down, or maybe she wasn't sure of what she was looking for.
Or she wanted to protect her discoveries. It's disturbing.
You'll just have to search the rest of the room. Maybe you'll find something.
Maybe. What's this?
What is that you found?
A cameo pendant. What's going on?
Nothing.
For crying out loud, Emily, you lunged for that jewel like your life depended on it. Tell me what this is about.
No. We just met, Louis. I like you, but I can't just suddenly open myself up like a book to you.
Listen, Emily. It seems pretty obvious to me that you haven't come here for the sole purpose of sampling Mortimer's cellar.
Stop all the clever evasions and just trust me.
And why the hell should I place my trust in you, Louis?
Because I trust you. You know, that's like way too difficult. Say nothing? I feel like I should say something, but look, I'm gonna get beat on that. Am I gonna get beat on that?
When are you going to understand that I just want to help you?
What do you expect? That I'll fall into your arms and say yes to everything you want?
What are you talking about? I'm only asking you to trust me a little.
If only on principle, as a member of the Golden Order, for example.
I'll admit you are fairly reliable.
That's it? I was expecting more.
Well, I'm prepared to trust you when it comes to choosing a French cheese. But I've nothing to gain by confiding in you any further than that.
Nothing to gain? Damn it, Emily! I'm only trying to help you. Stop needing to gain something all the time.
Because you think I need help?
Just like everyone. You have your strengths and your weaknesses. And there's no use pretending otherwise.
Ha! And I bet you found out where I'm weak, haven't you?
I'm not trying to find out where your weakness is. A weakness in psychology, a weakness in the culture, a weakness in politics, analyze Emily's character, a weakness in subterfuge, a weakness in questioning.
You think your scathing wit protects you, but in fact it makes you blind. No sooner have people introduced themselves than you already see them in a bad light. You play the part of a strong woman, and yes, you are a strong woman, of course. But what I see is a sensitive young lady who lacks self-confidence. Stop adopting a defensive posture, and you'll see just how quickly new doors will open.
There is some truth to what you say. I might have some weaknesses, but I don't need your help to overcome them. And I'm simply not contemplating collaborating with anyone at this time. Do you understand?
She prefers to work alone. She's already has a partner. Press her. No. Reassure that you're.
Yes. You're the kind of girl who gets by on her own and who shares nothing.
The fact is, you are completely mistaken about me.
No,
I already have
one.
a work partner. I know my weaknesses. I don't doubt that your abilities will be of use to me. But I already have all that, thanks to my teammate.
Is there any chance you might tell me who he is?
No, I've already said too much. Consider yourself lucky I've even given you this much. It's extremely rare, believe me.
Come on, don't stop now that you've come this far. You know that eventually I'll end up making you talk.
Well, since no one can resist you, let's see if you can guess who my partner is.
You're a gambler. So, your partner is...
Who the fuck is her father?
Chances are, you're working with a member of the Order.
The only members of the Order other than ourselves are your mother and Mr. Washington. The former has sadly gone missing. As for the latter, I knew nothing of his arrival. Incidentally, you must have noticed how inefficiently our Order communicates internationally.
I got to let's see. It's a man. Has to be a man. Her old husband. Her father.
Your husband, of course.
My husband? He can't even walk without a cane. Poor old man.
Oh my god, I can't believe I'm the whole thing. Okay, we got this. We got this. It has to be a man. It has to be a father who's probably dead.
Your father. The force of youth combined with the wisdom of ancestors.
I never knew my father. And it'll be better for him if I never do find him.
Sorry.
I thought you'd figured out I was an orphan.
No, please forgive me.
Oh man, I did think about
Right, time is short. You haven't convinced me. I prefer to remain discreet. Don't take it the wrong way. All I can tell you is I'm looking for my sister. And if I reacted so strongly at the sight of the cameo pendant, it's because I thought it belonged to her. But it doesn't.
I understand. I won't insist.
It's time to leave.
I felt that. Story of my life. Beautiful women just like getting away from me, escaping me, one conversation at a time. It's alright. It's alright, we're gonna bounce back. Might take an L today, but we bounce back. Shout out to Big Sean. This is a long ass episode. We've been going for 3 hours. I gotta be coming to an end.
So, what do you think of our first adventure?
I must admit, it has been fun by your side.
Same here.
Oh, who's this?
Oh, she's been drinking too much again.
Louis, I need to talk to you right now.
Good evening, Elizabeth. Actually, this is not a good time.
I'm begging you, please don't leave me alone.
I'll be waiting for you in your room, but don't be late.
Oh, snap. Look, we gotta speed this up. Everybody's gonna be waiting for
There
this.
was a certain je ne sais quoi between us.
Louis, we need to talk now. Otherwise, it'll be too late.
Looks like Elizabeth really needs me, but if I start talking to her, for sure Emily won't wait for me. What should I do?
God. Oh my God.
Sorry, Emily, but I can't leave Elizabeth like this. All right, Elizabeth. How can I help?
Thank you. Come on, follow me.
This better be important. Oh my God, this better lead to something with my
I
mother.
really need to talk to you, Louis, right now.
Does Lord Mortimer know the mess you've made of your room?
Listen to me, damn it.
You
My
shut
days
it over?
are numbered.
Congratulations, you give up
Elizabeth, I don't
forever.
know if it's about my mother again, but I'm telling you, you've nothing to be afraid of. She didn't come here for you.
I saw her.
Saw who? You saw my mother?
When?
Just last night. I went out to walk along the cliff top and I saw her in the distance. She tried to hide right away, but I'm sure it was her.
Are you saying you recognized my mother in the middle of the night? While she was hiding?
Yes, Louis. I know it was her.
You just said she was far away, right? In the middle of the night. And the exterior of the island isn't exactly well lit.
Listen, I'm telling you, it was her.
That's the wrong thing. What,
did you talk to each other?
No, she was far away. I didn't make any noise, and then she was gone.
Have you told anyone you've seen her? Sir Holm? Mortimer?
You don't understand. It's her. She's here.
Yes, I understand.
No, you're not listening. The moment I saw her, I was overcome by spasms. She's here. I'm telling you, it was her. Yes, I need something to calm me down.
I'll drink with you, but let's go easy on it, okay?
Oh man, we probably should have took that. We don't know what this is. Oh, is she drinking out of it too? But she's crazy.
I don't know where she gets her rot gut from, but frankly, it's disgusting.
You know, Louis, when I came here, it was in the hope of getting help. I've only just now realized that I've been drawn here into a trap.
I can't help you.
Whoa. The alcohol's...
Oh, she did pour
into my head.
Making terrible decisions. Do not drink any more of this. Drink another thing.
Here, the condemned's last drink.
Refuse it.
Elizabeth, alcohol never solves anything. I'm gonna stop now.
Listen up. You want to know what your mother was capable of, right? You want to know the reason why. Well, you're gonna have to follow me to the bottom of the abyss, Louis. Either drink or get out.
No, I won't drink.
All right, Louis, then get the hell out of here. You're incapable of opening your eyes, so be it. Get out!
Forget her. I got a girl in my room right now. Whatever. Deuces. She forced me to be a drunk. I feel like she's trying to poison me anyway. Alcohol's going to his head too quick. She's like, get out. This is a long stream. It's been going. It just keeps going. Oh, man. It just keeps going. I'm like clear-headed.
Why the hell did I go with Elizabeth?
Exactly. He's messing
I
up
could have
left
spent
and
the
right.
night with Emily, but no. I had to go play the night with a big heart. Oh, well, never mind. Tomorrow's another day.
Oh, like I really is like I could have been what's that? I could have been here, Emily. I just had to go what's that? Just had to be right about this. Whoa!
Monsieur de Richet, I am arresting you for the murder of Elizabeth Adams.
What the hell's going on?
You are in deep trouble, my young friend.
Of course. Could've, and if I would have joined Emily, I would have had an alibi. Ah. That's dope though. Okay, whatever. We can put way more stuff into the occult stuff. We got level 1 linguistics. Let's see. We got level 1 in code too. Inflation level 1. Yellow ones. Oh, two of that. It's kind of dope. I low-key can't wait for the second playthrough of this thing. Cause it's like, I made a lot of choices, which is like, it's other ways that we could have did it. And I wonder if I would have still been locked up. You know, this. Okay. Okay. What the hell? What we did was did that one. I was just saying. Alright guys, thank you for hanging out with me while we played this. I'll see y'all later. If you like what you saw, please hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button. Tell your friends about me. Get them to hit that like button. All of that jizz. Anyway guys, see you later. Deuces.